Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this is Zepla on subscription problems in Final Fantasy XIV for Ukrainians. Okay, as everyone probably knows, Ukraine is kind of at war, not kind of, is at war with Russia. And apparently they have a problem with the currency went down, I believe, but the price of Final Fantasy is still up. So they can't afford their Final Fantasy membership. Now, I didn't watch all of it. I watched, I think, like a few videos and I didn't make a comment. The way I see it, bro, if your country is being invaded, if your country is under attack, I don't think you should be playing video games. Like, straight up. Like, I don't think so. And I get it, like people are saying it's like you need to like relax, you need to like zone yourself out from the daily struggles, but if there is something you could do before your country was annihilated, let's say it will, right? Let's assume the worst case scenario, your country is getting annihilated. The last thing you want your people to do is play video games. Like that's kind of where I come from, right? Bro, if I grew up in Israel, right? If you had the Arab states invading Israel, man, I am not sitting at home playing video games. My mind wouldn't even be about playing video games. Like, my life is in danger. Like, last thing I need to do right now is distract myself with video games. I need to be on high alert. I need to be helping my community. I need to be prepping myself for, like, in case of danger. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's a logical pattern of thought. Unless, again, I don't care about my life. I'm like, fuck it. I'll enjoy my last 3 days on Earth before I get blown up. But playing video games, I don't know. It feels weird to me that this is an actual, like, complaint. But let's see what they say. Because I only got the gist of it, so let's see.
It's a serious problem. And needs to be seen, needs to have attention on it, needs to be addressed. So I'm going to do my best.
And by the way, this is not to say that's, like, Square Enix, Queenix shouldn't lower prices for Ukraine, should make it free or whatever. If they do, that's cool. If they don't, I don't think they have to. I don't think they need to be involved themselves in this. But again, it's up to them. I'm just saying, as someone who lives in Ukraine and that is your actual country, like you grew up there and like you should be thinking about defending your country rather than playing video games. If they wouldn't people say? And that too, yeah, if you do a VPN and shit like that, yeah, that's also a thing. I didn't even think about that you can just do that. Yeah, could be. I don't even know, like, it's probably possible. But, yeah, I just don't think as the citizen, wow, I just went through puberty all over again. I just don't think people who, like civilians in a nation or in a country that is at war, not even on the brink of war, at war, should be thinking about video games at that time. The only video game I would think that you should play at times of war is a shooter on virtual reality. Practice your gun aim, even on your off time. Go to the range, shoot some guns, get a better aim, go home, play on VR, play some shooters. Like, if anything, you know, it's like at the worst case scenario. I don't think Final Fantasy is like, and I get it, the first person, like on the first 3 minutes, says that's like they get a lot of moral support from the community and stuff like that. I understand that. I would rather you get moral support and give moral support to people who are in the same danger as you. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's go.
Put some attention on it. So right now in Ukraine, the subscription price is
and also, by the way, like just like a side note, I'm sure more people will watch the Zepla video and know more about Zepla than whatever I'm gonna say. Zepla used to live in the Ukraine. She has it's a bias, sure, but it's like not in a negative way. Like she lived there, she cares about the place, and she cares about the community, the FF community in Ukraine. I get that. I'm not saying anything that is negative towards her.
Absurd, because there is no support for the Ukrainian hryvnia currency, and so Ukrainian FF14 players are like massively overpriced right now. Okay, hold on. Hello, I'm writing this post in hope that some of Square Enix devs will notice it. I live in Ukraine and I play FF14 for over 2 years now. It became my second home. When I felt totally left alone, the FFXIV community accepted me and I found many new friends, even the love of my life.
Before she continues, there's one of the comments I got, like one of the replies I got to my comment was someone saying like, well, what if this person is handicapped? What if this person is not someone who can participate in the war and whatever? I was like, okay, in that case, sure, I get it. But this post right here is about Ukrainians as a whole. It's not about the one person, right? Because the asking here is to lower the price for all of Ukraine, not for the one person, right? And I'm sure not everyone in Ukraine is handicapped that can participate in war and they need to play FF14 for moral support. Okay, that's not the case. If this person is that one, sure, I like it. Like that's not the point here. I'm talking about like as a collective, this shouldn't, like Square Enix should not really like. Well, sorry, the person shouldn't like care about Final Fantasy when their country is at war.
Not a secret to anyone that a full-scale war is going on in Ukraine now, and the quality of life is down to zero here. It also started the biggest economic crisis my country ever experienced, and it made the problem of FFXIV subscription price even bigger. It was never cheap for people here, but for me it was totally worth it. Since the crisis started, the price on subscription is almost doubled in price. From 260 hryvnias to 440 hryvnias for entry, which is almost 2 to 3 days of hard work for someone. Many people started earning much less money, and as many people lost their jobs because of war, and because of that, they're not able to pay their sub. Even Song, thanks for getting a merch. FF14 helped me to escape from reality, which I'm now living in.
See, this is, I would say this is the biggest problem. Yes, games that help you escape reality and like relieve stress from your daily life. It shouldn't be the case when your country is at war, though. Your country is at war. You shouldn't be escaping reality. You should be facing it. Like, I don't think people understand. Your life literally is on the line here. It's like you want to chill and play Final Fantasy and relax, while actual other people are out there dying, defending your ability to play. Yeah, it's like, bro, I don't know, it's like, does it suck? Yeah, but it's like you don't see people in like North Africa who are like torn by like civil war crying about not being able to play Final Fantasy when they can barely get water and food. You know, it's like this is a non-issue, right? I get it, you like Final Fantasy, right? It's like an alcoholic, and I'm not saying this person is I compare them to an alcoholic, or I think they're like have like an unhealthy obsession with Final Fantasy. I don't know anything about the person, but imagine an alcoholic cries that they can't get alcohol during times of war. This is a non-issue for the collective. Your country is being invaded. You might die. You might get like your house might get bombed in like a week. You don't know, like. It doesn't compute to me that this is something that the civilians should look for as a solution.
I remember talking with my friends in Limzig, Virginia, while rockets were flying over my city.
Bro, rockets are flying over your city. They can land on where you live. And your concern is being able to pay for the subscription. I would look for guides on how to defend myself. Are you fucking crazy? It's crazy, man. I can't believe.
Waves. All support they gave me, I will never forget it.
Yeah,
Even when my internet connection were cut off, I was using my mobile internet to just talk with people in the game.
Look, your city's like this is the situation. Your city is getting bombed, right? There are rockets flying over your house that can land on your house. And instead of helping your neighbors, you know, like helping your own community and having the community help you at the same time, making friends, making connections there and like supporting each other in real life, you choose to have people who you don't know anything about pretend that they care about you. They will tell you all the nice things you want to hear. Let's be real. Like when someone tells me their problems online and I don't know the person, I'll be the nicest fucking person in the world. Like, oh my god, yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, you know. But it's like, do I really, can I really say that's like it's somebody I really care about? When we all know if you disconnect, it's not like they're gonna search high and low for your information, try to contact you in real life to make sure you're okay. Right? These are not real connections with people. Stop looking for those connections online in an MMORPG with people whose face you have never seen just because you're in the same FC. Like, this is not how it works. You want real connection? Go to your neighbor. Especially in times of war, stick together with your people. Like, the people in Limsa and Gridania are not gonna do anything for you except tell you exactly what you want to hear. Well, I'm sorry. What you want to hear is not what you need to hear. You need to hear, you need to toughen yourself up, you need to go and help out, and you need to make sure your country is safer today than it was yesterday because you participate. And everyone should be doing the same. Like, I don't get this mentality, man. If I gave up on life, if I'm depressed and I don't give a shit if I die, yes, I will go and I'll like just play a video game until I die. If I get cancer, you know, God forbid, if I get cancer and I have 4 days to live, like, well, 4 days is like too much, half a year to live, what am I going to do? Am I going to play video games for half a year, or maybe try to find a way to cure my fucking cancer? Jesus Christ, man.
Seeing the price go up every month, I feel like one day I wouldn't be able to pay for my subscription, and I don't want to lose my home.
Dude, she might not be able to pay for her living expenses. She might lose her home. She might not be able to get food. But she wants to play Final Fantasy. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Also, thanks to people from all different data centers and service for all the support. I was crying when I saw it. I also cried when I saw this.
Yes, again, don't get me wrong. This is very nice. Like, it's mental support. This is very nice. I get it. This doesn't help you in real life, though. This doesn't. This doesn't do anything. It's like the people here. I live in Canada. People here are driving around with the Ukrainian flags. That's cool. People in Ukraine don't give a fuck that you're using the Ukrainian flag. How about send them some fucking ammo and some fucking money? Okay? That's what they need. They don't need your fucking Ukrainian flag. It doesn't help. It's cool, but it doesn't help.
I remember this. I think I'm not talking only on behalf of myself, but from all Ukrainian community of FFXIV.
Oh, also, by the way, you want to hear the best part about this? If you make a new account in Final Fantasy XIV, you have a free trial up to level 60. Make your account, make your character on the same server you're at, tell the people in your FC, this is my character. You do not pay anything for that. The game is free, the sub is free, and if you just want the moral support, boom, you got it. But no, you want to play your own fucking character. Are you... I'm getting agitated.
Regional price on subscription, at least for the period of war, so our people could enjoy your game and sometimes hide from the cruel reality. Please help to share this post so our small community could survive. So,
pretty sure the free trial is still there.
You think should give them 1 year free playtime at least as a minimum? That
yeah, Homie wants to play after Heavensward. I love it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, though. It's like, dude, your country's being invaded. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Like, things that they could do right now while they figure out how to get a regional currency put in for Ukraine. Either that, or
play the free trial.
Regional pricing for Ukraine.
Or play the free trial.
Horrible. I would certainly sponsor the free trial so they could keep playing.
Jesus Christ. See, this is what I do. Like, I react and I yell at the monitor as if the person in the screen can hear me say the same thing over and over. I'm getting agitated because of how I don't want to say it, but this is absurd. Like, this is so absurd.
Okay, so well, the thing is that there is no Ukrainian hryvnia currency in the store. So Ukrainians are forced to pay the euro price, but with hryvnias, and hryvnias since the war started have devalued significantly.
Yeah, obviously.
So because of that,
Makes sense.
they're
It's usually
having
both
to pay
more.
a shitload more than previously. Now, there was...
Dude, I can't believe... Look what one of the emotes someone sent. Dude, that's evil. But at the same time, I kind of agree.
A comment in here about... Let's see if I can find it.
What was that, by the way? What?
About... Let's see if I can find...
By the way, what's her... Oh, never mind. I thought, by the way,
yeah,
there's a free trial.
somebody suggested, hey, why don't you tell Zepla about this? And she is a connection to Ukraine. And I'm like, hey, yeah, no problem. I'm happy to get into this.
Oh, that sucks. I don't pay in euros. I exchanged my whatever the currency is to euro, and exchange rate went from 350 earlier this year all the way to 415 a month ago. It's it hurts a little. Obviously, my situation isn't as dire as OP's, and I'm not trying to compare myself to OP. Just sharing my first world problems. I love that this Karina Edelweiss understands that this is a first world problem. This is a non-issue.
I feel like at the point they do it for Ukraine, they should do it for every country, like Steam does.
It's still a problem. Before war, I used to cry if Fanta price rised a few UAH, whatever. Now it's all the way from 28 per euro to almost 40 plus dollars. This person cried over Fanta prices.
I don't know. I know that Blizzard did something similar after the war started.
But I don't even want to go like to the point of like this is the problem with the world that we live in, where people are like so spoiled that's like literally their life is in danger, and this is the shit that like that gives them the mental breakdown.
Blizzard did add more currency support. They added hryvnia support. Yeah, so starting on May 4th, I know Blizzard added Georgian currency, Turkish currency, Kazakhstani currency, and the Ukrainian hryvnia to the Battle.net shop. And my Battle.net account for EU is based in Ukraine. And so I checked the hryvnia prices, and it's a normal price.
Her account for Blizzard is in Ukraine. She is currently, I believe, in the US. So if you use VPN today, you can get massive discounts on your Blizzard products.
Because they've added the regional currency, so it's stayed a normal price.
You can get a massive discount, like half off on all Blizzard products if you use VPN today.
So that's what Square Enix needs to do. Russia still has a regional price for their sub, and it costs around €4. Many people used Russian accounts or asked Russian friends to pay their sub, but since FF14 devs made Steam and MogStation connected, we are no longer able to do this and started paying full price. So that now they cannot actually do the workaround at all.
Oh, poor babies.
To use the Russian account to play. Because like all of this stuff has been severed now. A lot of these connections have been severed due to the new rules. So just expand on what the loophole is. Yeah, the thing is that with Steam's recurring subscriptions, Valve does not support increasing the price of those. So for that, Square Enix couldn't remove the regional pricing when they took it out of other payment options. So while they could lower recurring pricing over time for Steam, they couldn't support increasing the price. But all of that said, I think that Square Enix can find a way to add some regional pricing for people in Ukraine.
Hope this helps.
Or add the Grivna support, just straight up Grivna support, and then price it appropriately for Ukraine, because right now it sucks. It's really, this broke my heart to read. I can't imagine. You're not only worried about losing your real house, you've got bombs flying overhead, but now you have to worry that you're not gonna be able to pay for your subscription that you could pay for before.
Yeah, I know. What's the bigger problem here? I mean, clearly it's the subscription. I mean, the rockets, they're gonna miss. What are the odds the rockets are gonna land on my house or my building? Like, come on. But the subscription, that hits directly at my home. Oh my god.
Because your currency has been devalued so much and keeps getting devalued. And now you have to worry about losing your house in the game as well. And like losing connection to all your friends in the game as well. This is horrible.
Oh god.
Maybe Square Enix could, somebody in the chat earlier said maybe Square Enix could give these people, give people in Ukraine a year of free game time, or like some way to...
That Square Enix can do a lot of things. These, like, but honestly, I believe Square Enix shouldn't do anything to help these people out. By not doing anything, this helps the people of Ukraine to stop playing Final Fantasy and go actually deal with their fucking situation instead of escaping from it.
It would be nice if we could pool money to help pay for Ukrainian subs. Possibly.
You're not helping.
I wish there was a way, yeah.
That's not helping them.
I know it could be hard for some people to accept help as well. I hope Square Enix can help. I hope so too.
Bro, if I lived in Ukraine, which thank God I don't, but like, if people started sending money to me for like to be able to pay for Final Fantasy, I would use that money for anything but Final Fantasy. That's what mine to get to pay for Final Fantasy subs. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's unreal. It's legit like how spoiled people are. Like as you said, you can't make this up. Like your ancestors who fought for your land would be disappointed in you. Who fought tooth and nail to give you what you have now. They would be disappointed in you. They're rolling in their grave, man. Like it's... There's so many GoFundMe scams where people steal all the money. Humanity is horrible sometimes, so I'm like...
Because I do not...
Dude, if I was in Ukraine and I would do a GoFundMe, I would probably scam. Like, if you can send me money and my life is on the line, bro, I would 100% scam you, try to get as much money as I can to fucking at least help myself and my family. Like, this is so dumb.
I hated reading this.
Yeah, I know, it
together
sucks.
With friends even wrote a letter to Square Enix support. So they actually already tried to get... You wrote a letter to Square Enix support about this. Maybe official forum could help.
Yeah.
Paying around 450 grivnas for 1 month, while it costs only 150 grivnas, and Russian Steam is just ridiculous. That's a fact. That's a fact. If you really want to play FFXIV to just communicate with your friends and some kind of escapism, you try creating a full free trial character. I mean, you could. But
also, by the way, here's another thing that I'm like kind of wondering about. They have internet, right? Because like they're asking to play Final Fantasy, so they have internet. Now, your friends that you have online, usually you would have them somewhere else outside like the FF, right? You would probably have them on Discord, which is by the way free, or something like that, right? It's like you would have a way to talk to your friends to get that mental support without Final Fantasy. Like the Final Fantasy is like asking for a Final Fantasy sub to get the moral support from other players. Like that doesn't make sense because you can just contact your friends through Discord. Right, and you can browse online all the pictures people are sending that they're like supporting Ukraine, like the whole Limsa Luminsa Ukraine support fiesta. Right, like I still don't see a reason for them to play Final Fantasy in this situation. If it's for moral support, you can get it from Discord with the same people, and obviously the free trial.
They shouldn't have to do that.
Okay. They just want to play Final Fantasy.
After sanctions, people are not able to create the separate account from the Russian region because the sanctions block pretty much every way to put money on Russian Steam. So all those people have had to return to their own regions. Some good people already gifted me sub and made me cry, so I'm fine for some time, but the problem still exists for other people.
Oh.
That's true. Before war, I saw that some Ukrainian FC started appearing, and I was happy that they could experience FFXIV and not farm 200 hours straight to get something in WoW. But now it's all...
So these are the problems they have. They can spend 200 hours in WoW because like you can probably play with a token, whatever. And it's like if you have enough WoW gold, you can just like play WoW for free. Sure, but these are their problems, man.
Oh, go on. Wow, okay. I also would like them to not have to farm 200 hours straight to get something in WoW, yeah. Damn. So, yeah, I hope that,
the real issues, man.
I hope that Square Enix sees this. I
do too, and I hope they don't do anything.
Reach out to some contacts that I have at Square Enix, and I'll try to send this post along too, to see if we can get it seen. See if we can just...
If you're a grown-ass adult, the last thing you want to do is help them with Final Fantasy. Like, if you're a grown-ass adult, I'm sorry. It sucks. Yes, the situation sucks. War sucks. But giving them distractions is the same as like, well, I know you are at war, but here's a drug that will make you feel better about it. No, the last thing they need is a fucking distraction from their current situation. They need to deal with it. You want to help them? Organize a way for them to leave. If anything. Not fucking giving them Final Fantasy XIV. It's so dumb.
Get this issue seen by the right people, because
the right people. The right people would be probably something like Red Cross, maybe, or like some organizations that help smuggle people outside of Ukraine. That would be probably like more beneficial than giving them Final Fantasy subs. Like, this is so weird.
Not continue. I think adding more regional currencies is a good idea in general to help people. That,
sure, it has nothing to do with the current situation, though.
It's not reasonable for them to pay a European price. Okay. Here's the link to this.
I mean, if you go by that logic, currently there are people who live in like such poor countries that they actually make a better living playing and doing boosts in World of Warcraft than if they actually got a real job. That's how bad some countries are. Like, you can actually, if you make enough gold in WoW, you actually can make a better living in some parts of the, especially Europe. You can make a better living playing WoW than like selling your gold for money than getting a real job. Like, if you want to go down that route of like making areas pay certain amounts or whatever, that's not how business works. That's not how like currencies work. Like, it doesn't, like, this is such a like low IQ move. Jesus Christ, man.
It's very important. This was actually posted
Super
4
important.
days ago, and I almost missed it.
Yeah.
It almost flew under my radar.
It should have flown over the radar.
I'd like to just shine some light on it. And we'll see where things go. We'll see if Square will respond.
Like, I honestly, I find it's extremely irresponsible of Zepla to do this. It's like, I get that she thinks she's doing a good thing. I highly doubt it. Like, it's not. Like, in full respect to Zepla, and I know she's like, she just wants to be a kind person. This is not kindness, in my opinion. This is completely. This is like, I wouldn't say evil, but this is not a good move at all. Like, I have no words, man. It's just.
We'll keep an
so
eye on
bad.
it.
Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get demolished in the comment section for being such a, you know, such an evil fucking human being, for even saying that these people shouldn't play Final Fantasy. But yeah, that is actually what I believe. I believe if your country's at fucking war, last thing you should be doing is looking to play video games. You either look for a way to escape or a way to help with the war effort. Yes, everyone needs downtime. Downtime would be spending time with friends and family. Downtime, because like they might not live tomorrow. That's your downtime. Oh my god, I can't. It's like whatever. End of video.